What's going on, my Fly Happy family? It's your boy Izzy. Welcome if you're new. Man, I was in the middle of homeschooling my kids, and I ended up seeing Caitlin Clark's exit interview. And I know a lot of y'all seen it already, right? But y'all haven't seen this Malika Andrews question coming to Caitlin Clark and how Caitlin Clark just basically exposed what the problem is with CATHY ENGELBERT, man. We're about to get all the way into it, but before we do that, y'all make sure y'all hit the thumbs up for your boy. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 34.2, so if you can help me out with that, I highly appreciate it. And don't forget to get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this one. Let's get it. All right, so for the ones who didn't see the beginning of the exit interview, this was like 2 minutes, 3 minutes within it. She was talking about Nafisa Collier's statement about CATHY ENGELBERT, right? I know a lot of people saw that. I will play it after this, but I wanted to focus on this particular moment because she was talking about how she feel about CATHY's leadership. She was giving it all right here. Now, granted, she said Nafisa Collier said it all for her, but she started pointing out the specific thing that she has a problem with CATHY's leadership. And she was talking about relationships. Oh boy, I think she really just put it on the table, the problem with CATHY. Let's get all the way into it.
We're gonna jump over to Zoom, go to Malika Andrews.
Caitlin, I'm really glad to hear that you are on the mend here. I'm not sure how to turn on my camera, so I'll just keep going.
It's all right. I can't
We've heard
see
from
you
a lot of
anyway.
players in the last couple of days that more good leadership, great leadership is what is needed. I'm curious, in your mind, what is great leadership? What do you hope happens from here?
I mean, I think over the course of my career, and obviously you always want to become a better leader. And I think I've been around a lot of really good leaders in my life, and I've been very fortunate and able to learn from those people, and I'm trying to learn and grow every single day as a leader too. And I think for me, and I've said this many times, it is all about relationships, and that's the truth. And I know that's really hard to say in professional sports, but you know, whether it's a relationship with your front office, whether it's a relationship with commissioner of the league, whether it's a relationship with your teammates, like that's the most important thing in leadership. Why would my teammates want to listen to me if I didn't have a relationship with them? Like, I think it's the most simple thing, and you have to be very intentional about seeking those out and understanding your teammates. Like, everybody in professional sports comes from different walks of life, and you have to be able to know why they are who they are. Like, I think that's super important, and being intentional about that. So I think that's something I try to continue to improve in my daily life every single day, whether it's obviously, you know, as a part of the Indiana Fever organization, or whether it's as a friend or a family member. You know, relationships are very important for me as a person. So I would just say, you know, for me, I would say the most important part of leadership, whether that's the WNBA, whether that's corporate America, I think it comes down to relationships and really caring about the people you surround yourself with.
I should have been more specific. That's what you're hoping for from the league office when you say great leadership. You're hoping for that relationship-based great leadership.
Sure.
So with her saying this, it just makes me feel like CATHY might have not really rocked with Caitlin like that on the for real side, man. Like, let's think about it, okay? Let's think about it for a minute. Let's just go backwards from now, right? We see how Caitlin got her Rookie of the Year award versus Paige getting her Rookie of the Year award, right? Let's think about also the interview she had. Let me go to it. Hold on, I found it too. Some told me, hey, Izzy, go back and find this. This moment right here. Let's not forget this moment.
Historic season around our attendance, our viewership. Caitlin, Angel Reese, Rakia Jackson, Cameron Brink. This class of rookies, we will be talking about them a generation from now.
I noticed when you're asking about Caitlin a lot, you bring up other rookies as well.
No league's ever historic.
That moment right there, he had to point it out. Like, every time we talk about Caitlin, you start talking about everybody else. Now, that also sounds familiar when Andrea was talking about how she was talking about Caitlin Clark and she started to include everybody else. It makes me feel like CATHY was telling people, hey, let's try to do this to get everybody else on. But it's like, why would you do that if you was rocking with Caitlin heavy, right? You would give Caitlin the props that she deserved coming into her rookie year. But it seemed like CATHY just couldn't do it. CATHY couldn't do it at all, fam. The WNBA admin on Twitter was ridiculous. Like, I don't know. Even when you kind of pay attention to how they're giving credit to how the viewership was or how the attendance was this year, they don't give any of it to Caitlin. They don't give any of it to the Indiana Fever. I mean, it's kind of strange, man. It's kind of strange. It made me feel like CATHY has some type of quarrel with Caitlin Clark, man. I don't know what it is. Like, why don't you rock with Caitlin? What's the problem? What is the problem? Why are you feeling like this, CATHY? And for Caitlin to come out and say, you know what, I think it's relationships. That's the most important thing when it comes to being a good leader. It made me feel like CATHY didn't necessarily have a good relationship with Caitlin. And that's the main person you should have had a great relationship with Caitlin. I mean, everything she was doing for the league, you should have been on her phone 24/7 talking to her. Caitlin should have been saying, man, me and CATHY talk all the time. You know, CATHY gets on my nerves as much as she be calling me. Like, that's how your relationship should have been with Caitlin. You saw the relationship with Stern and Michael Jordan. You saw how their relationship was. Stern wasn't playing, man. He was cool with Michael Jordan. He knew the assignment, man. He knew the assignment. CATHY, you don't know the assignment right now? You didn't know the assignment? Obviously you didn't. It was almost like she was trying to dim Caitlin's light to brighten everybody else's. She was giving all the credit to everybody else, but when it came to Caitlin, she could not give that credit. Why? Why couldn't you give her credit for anything? It's ridiculous. Now, this is the part of the interview that everybody kind of seen already, the Nafisa Collier statement. I'll go ahead and play that for the ones who probably haven't seen it just yet. Let's get into it.
Obviously, there's been a lot kind of going on this week.
What?
You might have heard some things. Wanted to see after Nafisa's comments and what she alleged that Cathy Engelbert had said specifically about you, on what your thoughts were on that, and have a follow-up.
Well, I mean, first of all, I have great respect for Fee, and I think she made a lot of very valid points. And, you know, I think what people need to understand, you know, we need great leadership in this time across all levels. This is straight up the most important moment in this league's history, where this league's been around for 25 plus years, and this is a moment we have to capitalize on. So that's honestly what I would say. I think there's, you know, Fee said it all with what she said, and you know, I think the points she made were very valid.
Had you heard that story from her before
No.
she said it publicly? And then have you spoken with Cathy Engelbert at all since then?
No.
Chloe?
Now, the odd thing to me is that we see that they were communicating, right? Her and Fee, especially during the All-Star game, right? When they were talking about, well, we were going back and forth about trading coaches, right? So obviously they had some time to go back and forth with each other. Why did Fee not tell Caitlin about the nonsense? Why didn't she tell her about the nonsense? That's the question I got, though. But nonetheless, I mean, it's out there now. Maybe she wanted Caitlin to give a genuine response or a genuine reaction to it. I don't know. But, yeah, man, basically, Caitlin agreeing with everything Fee said. I think everybody agrees with what Fee said at this point. I mean, you had Cameron coming out talking about how, you know, the league needed Caitlin. Caitlin didn't need the league. Who else was talking about it? Man, you had Scott Van Pelt, fam. Look at this.
Did you miss the Iowa years? Clark is the Tiger. As for what Engelbert is alleged to have said to Collier, if she actually suggested Caitlin Clark should be grateful for what she makes off the court, that's preposterous. Did you miss the Iowa years? Clark is the Tiger Woods tide that lifts all boats. And we know this show is proof. The highest rating we have ever had followed one of her games at Iowa. The WNBA has benefited from her presence more than the other way around, even though this year for Caitlin Clark was essentially lost to injury. But it's a league that's at a flashpoint. According to Sportico, franchise valuations have soared. Players want more money, and the CBA expires at the end of this month. This was a whole lot more than just a shot across the bow. The WNBA Finals begin this Friday, and we typically hear from Adam Silver on the eve of the NBA Finals. CATHY Engelbert has got to do more than say she's disheartened in a press release. The commissioner needs to explain how it is that a player, such as Collier, could ever come to feel this way and seemingly be speaking for all of her peers. I admire that Collier had the temerity to say what she did. The failure to respond, directly would be making another statement entirely.
So, as you can see, man, everybody is agreeing with what Fee said, especially after the statement CATHY came out with. Look, I think the same thing Stephen A. said. It's time for her to resign, man. It's getting bad. It's getting really bad for her. And I really feel like Caitlyn exposed the main thing that is the problem with CATHY, and that's relationships. She don't care. She don't care, man. She don't care about the basketball side of things. But hey, y'all let me know how y'all feel about what Caitlin Clark stated in this interview, fam. Do y'all think it's all about the relationships? Do you think CATHY has a good relationship with Caitlin Clark, with Fee? Does she even care about these players? Do y'all think she'll be resigning, man? Let me know in the comment section. I love y'all. Y'all keep it smooth.